But you understand, we do have one game left to play. Hey, fantastic. Every single one of you. I mean, I'm not just talking about these last 60 minutes. I'm talking about the quarterback schools, the mini camp, the off-season, the training camp, down in Austin when it was hot and you were tired, the whole bit. Everybody, you did one hell of a job. And the only thing else I got to say is, how about them Cowboys?
Yo, Cowboy fans only. Yo, look, this is for the Cowboy fans. 8th one to Jerry's World, yeah, we crowd those stands. Dak, he gon' spin it like a fan. And you know ID coming with it, Coach Quinn got the plan, yeah. This is for the Cowboy fans. 8th one to Jerry's World, yeah, we crowd those stands. Dak, he gon' spin it like a fan. Yo. And you know ID coming with it, Coach Quinn got the plan. It's time to eat, off tackle or the sweep. Behind Teron Collins, ain't no problem feeding Zeke. And Dak lick his chops when he see the lamb deep. You know 88 tradition that repeat. Coop route like Irvin, watch for Cedric in the slot. See us try to gallop to the end zone, they can't stop. Dalton up the seam, Darren carving up your team. Tony Pollard, X Factor, Kellen Moore with the scheme. We applying pressure with Lawrence and Gregory. QB's getting sacked, can't relax, rehab therapy. Micah got a hit list, Jalen Smith hit stick. No escaping, Leighton got him. Trayvon with the pick six, dig that. Kazi go kamikaze, the defense is solid. Find me in Dallas at Jerry's Palace among stars. Screaming Cowboy fans only, yeah. Screaming Cowboy fans only. This is for the Cowboy fans. 8th one to Jerry's World, yeah, we crowd those stands. Dak, he gon' spin it like a fan. And you know ID coming with it, Coach Quinn got the plan, yeah. This is for the Cowboy fans. 8th one to Jerry's World, yeah, we crowd those stands. Dak, he gon' spin it like a fan. And you know ID coming with it, Coach Quinn got the plan. Shout out J Tuck. Subscribe to his YouTube page, Cowboy Fans Only. CowboysFansOnly.com for all your merchandise. Cowboys stand up.
What's up, CFO gang? It's your boy J Tuck. Chiefs fans? Nah. Real Cowboys fans, stand up. And you're now tuned into the Cowboys Fans Only channel. So if you're new, do your boy a huge favor. Comment, like, subscribe. Somewhere down there, somewhere down there, somewhere down there. And be sure to turn on that notification bell to stay updated with all Dallas Cowboys content. Also, follow your boy on Twitter at JTuck151. And of course, CowboysFansOnly.com. Thank y'all for being so patient with me. I fully restocked the store. I got some new merch out there, so definitely go to CowboysFansOnly.com and check it out and use the code CFOGANG to get your 10% off. But hey, Cowboys fam, we handled business versus the Falcons. You know what? And I really didn't say much, right? Because if you watched the pregame show, we knew what it was. It's going to be that 40 burger, that beating that we put down the Falcons. But this right here, y'all, this is the weekend we've been waiting for. If you follow my channel for quite some time, y'all know I live here in Kansas City. So this week has been something I've been circling on the calendar since the schedule was released. So I brought in some of my favorite personalities. These people in the industry are people who I look up to and I ultimately respect. Now we got some who are Cowboys fans. We got some Chiefs fans on here as well. So it's going to be a fun show. So CFO fam, I'd like to give a warm welcome to Dia Wall, Darren Smith, and my guy Brian B. Shynin from Hot 103 Jams. What's going on, family?
What's up, Alina? Before we start the show, what do we say?
Go Cowboys!
Go Cowboys. See? Yeah, so Dia represents. So for you guys that don't know, Dia's been on our channel before, but she does the late night news here in Kansas City. but she also used to work with the Dallas Cowboys, so she's also a Dallas Cowboy fan. Stuck here in Kansas City like myself, so I had to bring her on to handle these other two. But before we get started, everyone, I'm going to circle. Darren, I'm going to start with you. Go ahead and introduce yourself and let everybody know where they can find you.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Jay Tuck, for having me on. First of all, let me just make something clear. I am impartial because I do cover the Kansas City Chiefs, but because Dia represents Channel 41, and they're the station home of the Chiefs, and she's in her Cowboys gear, I figured I represent and take care of my Patrick Mahomes boy in my Mahomes jersey. But you can hear me on Sports Radio 18 WHB as well as ESPN Kansas City. Darren and Sterling on ESPN KC Monday through Friday from 3 to 4 o'clock p.m. Central. You can also catch me on the Red Hour Monday nights with Steve Walls, DJ Q, and Sean Tyler down at the Soiree on 18th and Vine at 6:30. Then, of course, we do, myself and Steve Walls, we do the Chiefs pregame cheat sheet where we do it live from the stadium, home and on the road, as well an hour before kickoff. So glad to be on. And at least my tag team partner over here, Brian B. Shynin, got, represent the Chiefs as well. Go on, B. Shynin.
Go ahead. Well, go ahead. So Darren already kicked it off to you, B. Go ahead and start off, man.
Lord, man. First off, that poor child. Lord. Hopefully the scent of barbecue from Arrowhead will engulf her into Chiefs Kingdom.
Yes.
Brian B. Shynin, Hot 103 Jams, the Commission Court DJs, man. I'm here repping Chiefs Kingdom all day, every day. Kansas City is the town.
Yeah, and then last but not least, Dia, once again, go ahead and let everybody know they can find you.
What's up? I'm Dia Wall. I anchor at 6 and 10 on KSHB 41. We're the NBC affiliate in Kansas City. So all the Cowboys Nation, you coming in town, you know where to get us. 41. Mm-hmm. We trying to stand strong in the midst of Chiefs Kingdom. So we trying to hold it down. And both of my kids were born in Kansas City, but they still know what team we
exactly
support.
Raising them right, raising them right. That's what it's all about, especially being here in Kansas City. Now, Brian and Darren, I want to talk to you because last time I had you guys on this channel, it was going into the Super Bowl last year. So I'm going to start with you, Darren. What is your thoughts from the moment you were on my show about this Kansas City Chiefs team going to the Super Bowl last year to where you stand currently?
Well, going to the Super Bowl, I thought Kansas City was going to repeat, but, Tampa Bay's defense and that offensive line.
Last year, if my memory serves me correct, right?
I might have gone undefeated, but I know I had the Super Bowl matchup between them and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So I know I was right on that. And, of course, if they were to go undefeated, they would have won the Super Bowl. But I did have them winning. Again, like I said, Tampa Bay had other ideas. Coming out of that game and going into the regular season, I knew that they were going to have to make obvious changes with the offensive line and get Patrick some help. They revamped the entire offensive line with the 5 new starters. And I'm more shocked. I'm more shocked right now with them being 6-4 versus them being in first place. I mean, because they're 6-4 and the manner in which they got here to get back in first place, the journey is something I wasn't quite expecting, but nonetheless, they're here.
Yeah. B, how are you feeling transitioning from last year, from what you saw last year versus what you're seeing this season?
I'm glad you brought it up because on your very podcast, if you recall, I said that the offensive line was a big issue going to that Super Bowl.
Right, and I didn't believe that. I was like, nah, y'all good. Like, this is going to be easy. Yeah.
I was highly worried about that. Also, the other thing, Jay Tuck, what else did I say? I said, Tom Brady, you do not want to face this guy in the Super Bowl.
Right.
And he exposed the defense, and the Chiefs have not recovered up until recently from what Tampa Bay did to us. They embarrassed us. They bludgeoned us. And teams tried to copy that. And they were doing a successful job at it. Everybody's talking about the cover two high safeties, blase. Bro, this is not the first time that they played against no cover two. It's not. Andy Reid has watched millions of hours of film. He knows how to attack a cover two. It's up to Patrick and the things that they were doing with the offensive line wasn't working at first. And, I think they've patched things up after recovering from what Tampa Bay did because they did have a blueprint. It was some sort of weird moving pocket zone that they were doing. But we can get into all of that a little later.
We'll dive into that. And now, Dia, I'm going to go to you because you're the Cowboys fan like me. So going from what we experienced in the 2020 season, what is your thoughts from how we transitioned from last year under Mike McCarthy to what you're seeing this season?
Dak Prescott was worth every penny.
Exactly.
Let's start there. Obviously, I had to put my jersey on because I've been a Dak Prescott believer from the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I have lived through some lean Cowboys years, okay? And I used to get so much hell because I was very critical of Tony Romo because I didn't see that leadership, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think for me, that's what I see. I think the most consequential game of the season was the Denver Broncos game for the Dallas Cowboys, right? I've seen this team come out, perform well, go 13-3 and fall flat at the end of the season. I feel like that was a real firm wake-up call that it doesn't matter how good we're playing right now. If we don't put our foot on the gas and take advantage of what we have in front of us, we could very well lose this season like all the other ones before it. And so for me, I feel good because for the first time, I feel like offensively, defensively, and on special teams, you see the Cowboys making plays, right? And doing what they need to do to win. And so this season feels a little different for me than seasons past. I can't tell you the last time I was proud of the Cowboys defense.
Exactly.
I may pick up 2 defensive jerseys this season.
Exactly.
I think that's the difference for me. But I want to see them turn the TV off, put their head down, and win out.
Yeah, and I agree with you, Dia. I think that what you're seeing from the Cowboys thus far, and I know a lot of people don't want to give him his credit, you have to give Mike McCarthy his credit. The culture, the mentality of this team is a lot different from what we've seen through Jason Garrett, and I feel like this team is starting to rally. And like you said, I was sitting there at that Denver game with the what's going on face as we got, dog walked out there, but it was the slap in the face I think that we needed. And the team even mentioned that in their press conference, like, hey, we came out flat. We came off the win versus Minnesota where our backup quarterback, so we kind of took Denver lightly. But then we see us turn around, and what we did versus the Falcons was refreshing because normally those are the teams we tend to struggle against. Now we're going into Kansas City. Now, salute to everybody in the chat, man. I see y'all. So, of course, on my channel, y'all, we like to play a game called Tell the Tape. I want to headline this, right? When we break down the Tell the Tape, we are talking about where we currently stand this season going into Sunday's matchup. Now, some teams' fan bases, they get a little offended when we go to the Tell the Tape, but I'm calling it like I see it. But we're going to do that. So all the past history, what was done in 2016 and 17, we're not talking about that. We're talking about 2021. So, Brian, I am going to start with you, my guy. So for the first position, we got the quarterback position, and I have the Dallas Cowboys having the nod at the quarterback position going into Sunday's matchup. How do you feel?
I feel like you want to argue.
I don't want to argue. I just want to get your take.
I feel like you try to have a hot take just to have a hot take.
Exactly.
I'm saying for 2021. So are we not in agreement that Dak Prescott has played better this season than Pat Mahomes?
Have you not heard Shannon Sharp this morning?
No, I don't watch that.
What
stuff,
GM would take him over Patrick Mahomes? I'm sorry, Brian. I just had to get that in.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, come on. Look, first of all, come on now. I mean, if it was the fifth, we'd all be drunk. But to sit there and try to say that the Cowboys at quarterback have a better quarterback at this moment in time than Patrick Mahomes, come on, man. Patrick Mahomes has more passing yards, more touchdowns. Yes, he has more interceptions.
How many more games does he play? How many more games has he played? 2 more games than Dak, though, for passing.
Hold on. Is that Patrick Mahomes' fault?
No, I'm saying.
I mean, because hold on, because last I checked, Dak Prescott said after the touchdown pass he threw to CeeDee Lamb, they had the game continue. He could have stayed in there. He could have played, and they had a bye week, so he could have played. They sat him out. So I don't know. So we don't do excuses. We don't do excuses around here.
Okay, cool. So yardage, you got me. Where else do you got me? You got me in QBR. You got me in completion percentage. You got me in yards per.
He got you with his right arm.
Huh?
How about that?
But so you're just talking about from a pure talent standpoint, but we're talking about
Let's see.
who is playing better football right now.
We just did stats. What else you want?
But who's playing better football right now?
I mean, because we can give you a Super Bowl MVP, league MVP, something that you don't have to worry about anytime soon.
See, that's
so
the
go
past.
ahead.
We're talking about right now as things currently stand. D, I'm gonna let you chime in.
Here's the deal. I would argue that the first half of this season has been the not greatest, right, of Patrick Mahomes' career. Mm-hmm. But you have to admit the level, right, and the floor that Patrick Mahomes has set for himself is a little bit unreal. So I think I'm not going to sit here and say one or the other. I hate stats. The only stat that matters to me is wins. So I personally believe that Dak Prescott is playing at an incredibly high level this season. And it is undeniable. And I'm not going to get down to
Hold on, wait a second. Dak Prescott has won the same amount of games this season as Patrick Mahomes.
I mean, okay.
No,
that's fine.
Okay,
I mean,
I'm just saying.
We're 7-2, aren't we?
Yeah,
no. I'm sorry. Didn't he miss a game?
He didn't play in one of those games.
I mean, but my whole thing is,
I got you.
I firmly believe that Dak Prescott is playing well. I ain't got nothing to say about the other quarterback.
Hold on. Nobody has said he's not playing well. Nobody said he ain't playing well.
So he's not playing at a high caliber level.
As
of right now, where we stand going to week 11, you think that Pat's been playing better than Dak? Is that what
hold on, Darren.
Hold on.
This is wild. Hold on. This is wild. This is wild that on Sunday Night Football, all right, hold on. Let me take this. Sunday Night Football against the arch rival first place Raiders, who everybody was jeffing with. Everybody said they was going to win the AFC West a couple weeks ago. People were saying that. He goes in there on Sunday night, puts up 41 in their back, had 5 touchdowns, throws for over 400 yards, and it's looked at as just a regular performance for him.
No,
that's why Patrick Mahomes is better than Dak Prescott. What? And that's why he's playing better than him. Not playing better than him.
We're not going to talk about Green Bay. We're not going to talk about the Giants.
Hold on. Let me get to something
else too.
Okay,
hold on.
Patrick Mahomes could have field days against Carolina.
Hold on, Brian. I got you. Because see, what you all fail to do as Cowboy fans is utilize what we call in the media context. That's something that you don't do. Let's see. Hold on. First of all,
don't break down your schedule. Please don't
break
down your schedule.
The Panthers, the Giants.
Why not?
I mean, you had to go to overtime against the Patriots, the Vikings, and you lost to the Broncos.
None of that matters.
Hold on. You beat up a handicapped team in the Falcons last week. You beat up a handicapped team in the Falcons.
Let me shut that down. Wins, losses.
Go for it.
That's all that counts, right? So for me,
okay. So now that's all that counts. Okay, but Dak Prescott's a better quarterback than Mahomes.
The point that Brian just made, right? I think Patrick Mahomes has set an incredibly high floor for himself. But at the end of the day, Dak Prescott is playing incredibly well. Denver, he looked bad, right? But I would argue that Patrick Mahomes hasn't looked stellar every game this season. Can we move to the next question, please?
Yeah, let's go to the next question. All right. So it's always everyone in
Oh,
the chat saying, man, I've done this versus the Eagles. I had Jalen Hurts was better than Dak. When I did it versus the Giants, it was Daniel Jones. So I get it. You take pride in your quarterback, but as of right now, as things currently stand, Dak Prescott is playing amongst NFL elite. And Pat will get there. I love Pat. I love Whataburger. But as of right now, Dak Prescott is playing better than Pat Mahomes.
One thing, Darren, hold on. Tuck, you're a Madden player. You're doing a fantasy draft. What player are you taking first? Come on, man.
But that's just everything else because
that's Madden.
That's Madden because they make him a 99 overall. That's why I'm taking 99 overall player.
But, 97.
All right,
now.
so let's go to the next one, man. Let's go to the next one. Are we going to be critical in this one? Can we just skip past the running back position, or do we have an argument here?
Nah, we can skip past it.
Thank you.
Y'all got it.
See how easy that is? All right, so tight end, I give the nod to the Chiefs.
You got to.
Travis Kelce over Dalton Schultz. Now, I feel like as depth, we have a little bit more depth. But Blake Jarwin's going to be out. Sean McKeon's a little unimprovement, so I give you guys a nod versus at the tight end position. Are we in agreement there?
Yeah. Noah Gray got him a tud last week.
There you go. Offensive line. Now, I kind of put a small asterisk, but going into Sunday, I got the Dallas Cowboys offensive line over the Chiefs. Now, granted, I think Tyron Smith did practice today, kind of limited. So if he's out, that could change things for Sunday's matchup, but I still think we have the slight nod over your offensive line.
I would agree. The only asterisk I would put on that, Creed Humphrey is playing freaking lights out. It is hard not to like that young man. He is balling.
Well, hold on. Taking nothing away from Creed Humphreys. let's not forget his rookie sidekick and Trey Smith, because I'm sorry, because they are both putting bodies on both now. Now Creed Humphrey is getting more of the press because of course he has to get the ball to Mahomes. But I'm sorry, Trey Smith and Creed Humphreys alone, they're not giving up sacks, and they've had some of the highest Pro Football Focus rankings this season.
I agree. And Orlando
and then of course, and see, I'd have to disagree with you on the offensive line because I know Tyron Smith has been out, has been out. Dude, I guess last game because of the injury. I know your right tackle had been out recently, I think for 5 games for suspension, and then of course Zach Martin was out for a couple of games due to COVID. So I would give the nod to the Kansas City Chiefs offensive line, one because they've gotten better as the season progressed, but also you got a Pro Bowl All Pro left guard in Joe Tooney that has been solid this entire season. Orlando Brown has gotten better, since early season. And then look at Creed Humphrey. Creed Humphrey is on a Rookie of the Year, All Pro Bowl status as a rookie center. And then of course, like I mentioned about Trey Smith as well. He's probably gonna make first team All Rookie as well.
And
so
right tackle
the right tackle between. Yeah, well, I mean, if you want to go there, yeah, but I'm saying, but you're going 3 deep on that one because of Remmers and Lucas Niang being out. So again, right now, if I had to put my money on it, I would bet my money right now on the Chiefs offensive line because they've been able to play more so as a collective unit versus the Dallas Cowboys line this season.
Ryan, how you feel on that one?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I like the Cowboys offensive line better, and that's nothing against our guys because I feel like our offensive line has a lot of potential, especially on the inside. You all covered it, but that right tackle, man, 77 did look good last week for the most part. There were a couple times where Crosby got up in there, but besides that, 77, there's film on him. There's a lot of film on him, and it's not good. And let's start at Super Bowl 55 when it was Highway 77 on Wiley, okay? Because they were riding that thing and getting to Patrick like it was 71 in Kansas City.
He didn't give up any sacks on Sunday, though. He didn't give up any sacks Sunday.
Our right tackle position is questionable. Cowboys offensive line, there I don't see any question marks.
The only question mark for us personally, I mean, because Terrence Steele, which was our starting right tackle for those 5 games, like Darren mentioned, was filling in for Lyle Collins. He's been switched to left tackle, so he's been struggling a little bit. But if Tyron Smith is back, that's a huge
brother.
Boost. Yeah, come on back, Tyron. So if Tyron's back, that's a huge boost to our offensive line, which I give the nod. If he's out, then I can see either argument with Terrence Steele being our left tackle because we have some holes with. Connor Williams been struggling. He's been one of the top penalized left guards in all of football. Tyler Biadasz, our center, even though he's in his second year, he's starting to emerge a little bit. But, we still got Zach Martin out there and Zach Martin. So it can go either way. But if Tyron's playing on Sunday, then I give the nod to the Dallas Cowboys. Now, this has been a topic of discussion I've seen even before the season, right? And I want to get your take. And, Brian, I'm going to start with you. Why a receiver?
Ooh.
I mean, if I had to pick, I would as far as if I had to pick a team, I would pick the Chiefs wide receivers. But as far as skill set and talent, it's the Cowboys. But what I say that because you all have no Tyreek Hill.
What do you mean?
And I am a lover. I am a lover of speed. And Tyreek Hill is just my favorite prototypical receiver, and he fits well in this offense.
Okay.
CeeDee Lamb, love him. He's great for you all. 13, love him. He's great for you all. Amari Cooper, great route runner. Mm-hmm. You all got Cedric Wilson. You all got a lot of weapons on your receiver team. You all are way deeper than us. McCole Hardman, he's shown he can make a big play, but he'll fumble. He's had fumbleitis all year, and he has the dropsies as well. He's dropped critical third downs that's led to some of those losses we had. Byron Pringle, solid player, but he's shown to cough the ball up a couple of times as well.
Right.
Josh Gordon hasn't been able to get open, or Patrick hasn't been able to see him, or whatever the case is. He hasn't been able to produce for the offense. So, yes, I think talent-wise the Cowboys are deeper, but because of the fact of Tyreek Hill and the way he fits in our offense, I would pick the Chiefs.
Okay, Dia, you agree? Cowboys, wide receivers.
Come on, bruh.
Okay, that's one double check.
Cowboys. Okay, one.
You can pick the Cowboys water boys. She would say the Cowboys.
That's not true. That is not true.
I know.
Cut it. Okay, I'm a realistic fan, right?
Right. We keep it real.
Here's the deal. B already laid it out. We got a big body in Coop, outstanding route runner. We got a playmaker in the new 88, CeeDee Lamb. I love every man who has ever worn the number 88 with a star on his helmet, right? So, like, I feel like we have a lot more options. And I think the problem is the people who are supposed to be backfilling for the Chiefs, right? The Byron Pringles, the McCole Hardmans, haven't shown improve when it comes down to it and when they need them to perform. So for us, Gallup came in. Did you see that catch?
Toe dragging already. It's out the gate, toe dragging. Right?
And so I think for us, that's why I would give the Cowboys the edge at the wide receiver position. Not because Tyreek Hill is not maybe the most dynamic wide receiver who's going to be on the field Sunday, but because we can hit you 4 or 5 deep at the position. Everybody knows their role and everybody does what they're supposed to do.
My guy Ryan just said in the chat, Cedric Wilson probably would be your second best wide receiver on the Chiefs. And that's our fourth option. But go ahead, Darren, because I see you over there huffing and puffing with the skyline in the background, man.
No, because unlike Dia, I am someone who is well respected in the media. That will be fair-minded. And I will say this when I say that I have to agree with Dia, because when it comes to depth, the Cowboys are better at the depth with their receivers. Now, granted, Kansas City's receivers, because they've been in this offense, and of course they're all Super Bowl winners. You could go with them. However, when you look at the system itself, the wide receivers for the Cowboys fit that system, and because I don't know if those same receivers could play in Kansas City's offense because they're two different offenses and it's predicated on speed and being now. Amari Cooper would be good as a number 2 because of the route running skills, but he would be a good number 2 filling the role of a Sammy Watkins. But overall, I mean, if you're going individual, obviously Tyreek wins it hands down, and then I would go Coop, then CeeDee Lamb, and then I maybe come back to Kansas City. So because of the depth at the position, I would give it to the Cowboys. If we're going, player, because I know we kind of did that with tight end with Travis Kelce. If we were going an individual player or that one wide receiver that could make something happen, I would go with Tyreek Hill. But as opposed to depth at that position, I would go with the Cowboys.
Yeah, no slights about it. Tyreek Hill is a weapon, but I just feel like the Cowboys have multiple weapons.
See, dear?
Yeah.
Hey, let me say this.
I wouldn't respect it, Darren.
CeeDee Lamb, I think is going to be a superstar in this league. I think next year he'll probably be a top 5 receiver in the league by next year.
And see, with the way that our scheme works now, since we do have Michael Gallup back, now you're able to move CeeDee Lamb into the slot where your third best corner is going to be matched up with arguably a wide receiver number 1. So it really makes it hard to match up versus the Cowboys offense, which we're probably going to have fun on Sunday. So let's go to the defensive line position.
Hold on. I do want to add one thing. I do want to add one thing. The only difference also in receivers is that because Patrick likes to spread the ball around, everybody knows that Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, they're going to get there for catches. Mm-hmm. The difference is that at least with the Cowboys, they kind of have a general set idea on how many catches these receivers are going to get. At least with the Chiefs, if somebody, you never know who's going to take that second wide receiver space. So it kind of makes it a little bit harder to defend. Now, to the Chiefs' credit or discredit, it's up to the receivers to make things happen when they get the opportunities. And so, in that respect, they may have, Byron Pringle stepped up sometimes. Sometimes I'll look at the stat sheet like, oh damn, DeMarcus Robinson had a touchdown. I didn't even realize it. Because I'm calling updates and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So the Chiefs, because they don't have the depth, but when it comes to that second wide receiver and not counting Kelce, they all can play, they can all fluctuate week to week to week, which could make the Chiefs a little bit more dangerous because you don't know who's gonna step up. But that also becomes a question mark as well.
Gotcha. Makes sense. Now, defensive line. Now, I gave you guys the slight edge on defensive line.
I agree.
We are nicked up. We have a lot of moving pieces. I mean, DeMarcus Lawrence still out. We just lost Randy Gregory last week. I mean, the list goes on and on. So we're kind of in a rotation mode when it comes to our defensive line. When you guys have Chris Jones, you have Nandi, you have Frank Clark coming back. So I gave you guys the nod as far as
just the last. But that's, I ain't gonna lie, that's because the last few weeks that they've started to come on board because they wasn't playing that way. And of course, I think with the addition of Melvin Ingram, that is kind of spicing up to where now. Now, because you've had him in there and they've gotten back healthy, now if you're Steve Spagnuolo, you don't have an excuse not to be able to bring pressure to these quarterbacks.
Yeah. Now, once we do get healthy here in a few weeks, when we add Neville Gallimore and we add DeMarcus Lawrence back and add Randy Gregory back and add Brent Urban back, then it'll be a different conversation. But like I said, we're focusing just on Sunday. And as of right now, I give you guys the nod. Now, linebacker position, I give the nod to the Dallas Cowboys based off just the Micah Parsons factor. I mean, we do have LVE and we have some movable pieces, but even though I like Nick Bolton, I'll say this, I like Nick Bolton.
I was going to say now because let's hold on because Nick Bolton was AFC Rookie of the Month now. So
I love Mr. Nick Bolton. He watched my draft content, and it's hard for me. I mean, Brian knows I'm a KU guy.
You could get a push. I'd say it's a push at linebacker.
No,
because now look hold on. No, listen.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say now look. If we're talking about Willie Gay and Nick Bolton, that's a push. Now you factor in Anthony Hitchens and Ben Neiman. Hey, I don't know nothing about them. So I'm gonna let that go. Right. But if we go because they it's been kind of fluid because the Hitchens been out, but because of the play of Nick Bolton as well as Willie Gates since they've been in there, that defense has been a lot more active and athletic. Now, if we're just going over the entire season, then yes, of course, Cowboys would get it due to Micah Parsons' addition to that defense and what he's meant to that defense.
Brian shaking your head.
Hey, Darren. Hey, like Drake said. Let's be honest.
I was doing good until I had a factor in Hitchens. I had a factor in Hitchens and Neiman. That's what killed my argument.
Look. We watched this team. Come on, man. Come on.
I know.
The fact that we had 56 even on the field, that screams SOS. All right. Micah Parsons is balling out of control this year.
And Cowboys, I know how bad their linebacker core is. Because
55 is balling.
When we released Jalen Smith, I had multiple friends of mine here in Kansas City or Chiefs fan calling, "What's up with Jalen Smith? Is he good? Should we add him?"
He was too expensive.
Yeah.
Hey, Micah Parsons is on my Christmas card list. Man. You hear me? That brother is out there.
Hey,
he balling.
Thank God for Bolton and Gay. All right. Because Cowboys fans know what Hitchens is about.
Right.
He's only gotten slower since he left Dallas. And Neiman, I like the young guys, but the vets that we have, Lord have mercy.
I put it like this: if we had this conversation next year, I can assure you, Bolton and Gay will be our starting linebackers, and we can circle back around and have that conversation.
Well, you don't want to do that because Micah Parsons is still going to be there, and we get Jabril Cox, who's from Raytown here in Kansas City. Like we get him back, So
then it becomes a push. It becomes a push situation.
Ammo. Now let's go to the cornerback position. This should be a clear pass. Cowboys, right?
No. Still. This is where I would say a push. All right. Now, I think Trayvon Diggs is balling.
Okay.
But we got to be honest. In the words of Brian, it's been a few coverages. Been a little off. Here's the thing. The thing that I think that for the Cowboys, to credit the Cowboys, right? I think that they are able to make plays at the cornerback position, which is not normal for us. I think Trayvon Diggs is a special player. I think he's a difference maker on the field. But I'm not going to lie to you. I've been thinking about this all week. I just pray to God they don't line him up man-to-man with number 10 the whole game. Because that could hurt us, okay? But I will say Anthony Brown's been playing well. I don't feel like he's going to get out there and get torched. However, I don't know that I'm sold on the Chiefs secondary. Carry on.
Well, hold on. We talking about corner though. Because L'Jarius Sneed, Javarius Ward. that's different before you start talking about safety.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm just focused just on the corners. So I'm just talking like just pure corners, outside, nickel corners. So I have the Cowboys nod. I'm taking Trayvon Diggs, Anthony Brown.
Oh, how surprising.
What I'm saying. So you're not taking Trayvon Diggs right now?
No.
Hold on. Did you just hear what Dia said? Did you just hear what Dia said?
you're
Look,
taking
I'm a realistic fan.
Thank you.
I'm a realistic fan too, but absolutely not. I'm not
Really,
taking
really,
Chartavius
really, really
Ward and
look
Snead.
behind you. Really?
I sit here and watch you guys on Sunday. Y'all corners is not comparable to what our corners. We pretty much have 2 Pro Bowl caliber corners in Anthony Brown and Trayvon Diggs.
That's true.
Diggs is balling, but he can get got, and he's been shown
But that's any corner,
to get got.
Any
He's
corner
been
has.
shown that.
Any corner can show that. But
Look,
would you rather
man,
have a
do
corner
it-
that has playmaking ability that can change the course of a game?
That part.
I would take the corners that we've got.
Here's
They
the
got
thing,
that got
Brian.
some Super Bowl
Brian,
experience.
bro, it's me.
in this
It's
play.
It's me, dang it. And I live here, bro. I know how much of a fan you was of Marcus Peters.
Love you.
Exactly.
Oh, no,
Right.
there was no
So-
bigger
so
Marcus
They're the
Peters
same.
fans than I.
That's how I
Okay.
know what's going on.
Okay, so Trayvon
He's
Diggs
great.
has a lot of Marcus Peters in him.
Yeah,
Without the
and Marcus
extras.
Peters got burnt sometimes here.
But he also
Well,
made a
here's
lot
the
of
deal,
plays
though.
that you
He
love.
did make a lot of
If
plays.
you want a
Right.
corner that's going to play aggressive, that's kind of the risk you take.
Mhm.
And I would argue that I want the playmaking ability.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It ain't like he out there. Well, never mind. We'll get to some other positions.
Hey, look, shoot or shoot, that's fine.
Right.
Shoot away, please, because we're going to shoot back. Trust me. All right?
It's
Patrick
gonna be a
Mahomes
shootout.
is coming with it.
It's
If
gonna be a
Patrick
shootout.
Mahomes sees that young man and he sees that he's biting on a particular play, oh, baby, it is on.
Right. I
It's
agree.
on. We'll just, come guns a blazing. But as far as this cornerback situation is, I call it a push. I do.
Yeah, I'm at a push.
All right, so this next one, the last one, safety. And I went back and forth with this because, man, I love me some Tyrann Mathieu. But I give the nod to Dallas, man.
Well, look, I'm giving it to the Chiefs because of Tyrann Matthews and Juan Thornhill now. So I'm not gonna mention any name that should remain nameless. But with a backfield of Tyrann Matthews and Juan Thornhill, I'm giving it to the Chiefs.
But I just feel like with Jaron Curse has been an additional help this season, and he's been playing a lot of nickel linebacker and safety. And then you add Donovan Wilson back into the mix. You add Malik Hooker. You also have DeMonte KZ. I feel like have a little bit more depth as far as the safety position is concerned versus the Chiefs. But like I said, I could have went just off of Tyrann Mathieu alone. He's pretty much one of my favorite players in the league. So, but I just feel like what we have to offer is a little bit more. It gives us more opportunity defensively than what the Chiefs have. I know that other guy you didn't mention, he still counts, you know what I'm saying? He counts in y'all record.
He's not a starter. We're talking about starters.
I mean, I will say, as much as it pains me, I don't think it's a wide gap, but I would give it to the Chiefs in this regard. I do think Tyrann Mathieu, I mean, he's a captain on the defense. And I don't mean in position. I mean, he out there commanding the troops. Mm-hmm. And we just illustrated every team is going to give up a play.
Right.
Sometimes you give up several, but if you look at the Chiefs all season, they haven't been winning a ton like we used to see. But I do think they don't give up the big play very often. And so, as much as
the player that gave up the big play doesn't start any longer. So see, we can't go with the starters.
But the fact that he's on the squad, though, the fact that 49 is on our squad and he sees playing time is troublesome. It's just like 56, man. It really is.
Well, I'm not going to comment on that because I think Chiefs PR might be watching, so I'm not going to comment on that.
But I will say, Tyrann Mathieu he's such a culture shifter. He's a game changer, leader, all that good stuff, man. I love everything about him. I love his Twitter account. I love his passion. I love his fire. I feel like he's very honest. Right. I really do. I know he gets tired of. He's emotional,
right?
And he gets he gets to a point to where it's like, fam,
that don't work well in the social media world.
It happens. I mean, besides all that, fan base too. Like, I know they called y'all toxic. I was like, Cowboys fans, you know, we kind of we are toxic. I ain't gonna say kind of, we toxic. We really
y'all delusional. That's the difference.
That's what Cowboys fans are, delusional.
Whatever, man.
But with all that being said, I think that y'all being delusional. I think that
don't disrespect the nation.
I think that the fact y'all don't have a Tyrann Mathieu.
Well,
Y'all don't.
Well, honestly, Ron Curse has been a diamond in the rough, and he's been a leader. He's been a vocal guy. He's been that anchor for us. I mean, he's been the green dot guy calling the plays for their defense. So, he's not the name of Tyrann Mathieu, but for us personally, he's had a Tyrann Mathieu type impact with our defense. So, but we will find out on Sunday. So let's go ahead and get to that because I know you guys have to go. Darren, I'm going to start with you. What is your prediction for – I'm going to start with this. What is your keys to victory for the Chiefs on Sunday, and what is your final prediction?
It's real simple. I mean, this is just credibility is at stake. You cannot have turnovers. No, seriously, you can't have turnovers. I mean, Patrick has to have a clean ball game. That's the one thing I'm worried about because – he will take chances and he won't apologize for it. Against a player like Trevon Diggs, again, he's hoping to make that big, play. And Patrick is going to give him opportunity to do that. And that's the only thing that worries me because I know that he has the capabilities of being able to do it. If the Chiefs defense front line, if they can win at the line of scrimmage to push that O-line back and keep Dallas' run game to a minimum, then that could spell trouble. But I'm going to go with the home team. I think it's going to be a barn. I think it's going to be a shootout. I think fans, Fox, and everyone is going to be excited about the game. I think the Chiefs win 41-35. I think it becomes that type of ball game.
All right, I'm Dia. What's your keys to victory?
Let me go after Brian.
All right, Brian. So what's your keys to victory and what's your prediction for Sunday's matchup?
Oh, it's on me?
Yeah, it's on you. Dia, pass the buck to you.
It's on me, babe.
I'm about to drop off because I got to go, okay?
First off, all right, see you later, Darren. I appreciate you holding down
Wait, Darren, hold on one second. Don't drop off. Hold on one second. Go ahead.
Come on, because I got America's Got Talent. I got to get
you. One second. All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Brian.
Okay, so first off, special teams, we get the nod on that. I just want to put that in there. Tommy Townsend, QB2. My dog. But I think offensively, I think the Chiefs, as long as they stick to the game plan, you don't turn the ball over, which they did a good job of last week and the week before. As long as we run the ball, take those opportune times, and be patient with the deep passes. Just pick your spots, but that run game is going to be open, man. As long as they stick to the game plan that way, like they did against the Raiders last week, the offense will be fine, and they should be able to put up. I believe the offense will put up 27. Defensively, what we need to do. Pressure. We are a different defense when we get pressure on the quarterback. Everybody's free to do whatever they want to do. Tyrann Mathieu can come down in the box and blitz or spy or do whatever we need him to do or take away CeeDee Lamb because I think that's what's going to happen. I think they'll put Honey Badger on CeeDee Lamb a lot. Okay. Or Snead. They'll put Snead on CeeDee Lamb. I'm sorry. I think they'll put Snead on CeeDee Lamb. Let me do something.
Shift everybody. It might cut Brian off. Go ahead, Darren. I'll fix it. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
All right, go ahead, Darren. I got it. Hold on.
Okay. Thank you for having me. I'm sorry. I gotta catch this Uber to get to this place.
All right, appreciate you, my guy. All right, hold on 1 second.
I'll let you, Darren.
Yes, sir.
Let me do something because I know when he goes out, it might cut you guys out. Yeah, it did it. 1 second, y'all. Let me get Dia right here. Ryan. All right. No, but they can still hear you guys. I'm just going to set you up, though. So, Dia, let me go ahead and get your prediction and your keys to victory for Sunday's matchup.
Man, I think our keys to the game are to play our game, right? Okay. I think the Cowboys can't let the environment at Arrowhead rattle them. I think that's going to be the biggest thing. I mean, I got a lot of respect for Chiefs Kingdom. Right. That stadium is loud. It is hostile. It is raucous in there. So I need the Cowboys to come in and play their game. I think they're going to want to establish, the Chiefs are going to want to establish a run game. And it's going to be on our defense, particularly our linebackers, to hurt their feelings, right? So I think this is going to be a game that's not going to be won offensively. I think it's going to be the defense that's the difference maker. I think it has the potential to be a high-scoring game, but I think the Cowboys are going to come in here and win this game today or on Sunday. I won't give you a score prediction.
Okay.
I don't want to say I'm overly confident, but I will say I think the defense is going to be the difference maker. I think the Cowboys are going to come in knowing that this is a must win.
Mhm.
And I think if the Cowboys win the next 3 games, the prediction I will give you is I think they're going to the Super Bowl.
Ooh, hot.
I didn't give you, Jay Tuck, I didn't give you my score.
All right.
27-17 Chiefs win. I don't think it's going
Whoa.
to be a high scoring affair like
I'm kind of
everybody
with you,
thinks.
Brian. I think that everyone has this idea, this 41, 45 type shootout.
I don't.
I think it's going to be a lot closer than what people expect. So, to kind of piggyback off what Dia said, I think that the Cowboys need to make a statement this game, but also
Yes.
I feel like Kansas City needs to make a statement this game as well. Even though they play well against the Raiders, if you look at the schedule, they really haven't beat one of those teams. I mean, they lost to, the Ravens, the Bills, the Titans, and so on. So I feel like this game is going to be a statement game for both teams. And I've been to Arrowhead frequently, and I know the sense of pride that the Chiefs are going to have on Sunday, seeing the Dallas Cowboys, because we're going to be out there, B. We're going to be out there in our blue and silver, and we're going to be out there heavy. But I feel like the Chiefs are going to want to rally and really make a statement. Now, the difference is I feel like it's going to be more of a mirror match. I feel like the Cowboys have a high-octane offense, and so does the Chiefs. So this won't be one of the games where we're accustomed to like last week, right? We're playing the Falcons. Oh, we up by 21. It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? It can't be one of those games where you can really take your foot off the pedal. I feel like both teams have an offense that can explode at any moment. So I feel like it's not going to be a shootout, but I feel like the Cowboys are going to win this game. It's going to be a close one. I think it's going to come down to whoever has the ball last, which hopefully will be the Cowboys, right? Because Pat Mahomes, Tom Brady, and now Dak Prescott, they belong in that category, right? If they get the ball back, they can strike and put the team in winning position. So I got the Cowboys winning 28-27 over Kansas City with a last-minute field goal, but it's going to be a fun game. I do. 28-27. 28-27. Greg the Leg Zerline puts it through.
Not Greg the Leg!
Greg the Leg's going to put it through, but I feel like it's going to be a competitive game, man. But like I said, salute to all the Chiefs fans watching. Salute to Chiefs Kingdom. Like I said,
yes.
I have nothing but the ultimate respect for Chiefs fans because at that stadium, it's going to be a lot of different than what we're accustomed to. But seeing our team and the type of sentiment that Mike McCarthy and the staff has, we're going to be ready to play, but I know y'all going to be ready to play too. It's going to be a fun one, man. I can't wait. 28-27. Now, I'll say this, and I've done this before, Brian. If I get out there at that tailgate and you Chiefs fans start messing and talking a little bit, I might ask for a 40 burger, man. And the last 3 times I've done that, the Cowboys turned around and hung up 40. So it's really going to be on y'all to dictate how y'all going to want this game to go, man. But I feel it's going to be a fun game. So it's going to be a fun game.
I know Arrowhead, it's going to be rocking, but it's going to be half Cowboys fans. I already know.
Oh, yeah.
I was there, and 2 years ago, I remember we was going back and forth on Twitter about this. Mm-hmm. At the time I was embarrassed. I was like, what the hell? We were playing the Vikings. Patrick Mahomes wasn't playing, but 60% of Arrowhead was Vikings fans. They were doing the skull thing and everything.
Right.
So I know Vikings fans do that and Packers fans come up here and do that. Of course, Raiders and Broncos fans come and do that. Cowboys fans always gonna represent.
Yeah, Broncos fans got us bad. It was bad.
But with that being said, look, hey, I'm still haven't forgiven y'all for ruining my Thanksgiving in 1995, right? When Steve Bono and Dale Carter and company came in to Irving Stadium and we took an L on Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving coming up, and we gonna plan on get you back from 1995. I do not like that game.
Have no morning victory song on our behalf. I refuse to listen in and have y'all rapping about y'all beating the Cowboys.
Oh, yeah.
And so it ain't happening. I know you're going to be. I know. No.
The song that we're going to cook up if the Chiefs get this victory, the song that we're going to cook up going to be immaculate, baby.
Yeah, I know
because
Don't worry about it.
I'm sorry, Cowboy. What do y'all call yourselves? Nation? Cowboys Nation? I don't know.
Watch yourself. Yeah. Watch yourself.
No, I'm just trying to talk to all of y'all at the same time. Listen, I despise your team. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I was a Chiefs player and I was playing at the Cowboys Stadium, I would definitely do a TO. I would spit on the star. I would do all of that in front of the star because I cannot stand your franchise.
You were doing good. Now the chat gonna get on me.
Not even your quarterback will do that.
I almost hate the Cowboys more than the Chargers.
Not even your quarterback will do that. Because
Right.
even today he said, I grew up a Cowboys fan, but
Yeah.
I won't be a fan this week.
Right. He a fan too.
Y'all the great value Chiefs. If it wasn't for the Chiefs, the Cowboys wouldn't exist. Look in the record books about that, baby. Y'all should be thanking us.
And I remember that game when you wore those uniforms. What happened? Miles Austin.
Don't do that, man. Don't go back to 2009. Don't do that. Don't do that.
And tell y'all boy Jackson Mahomes, he better be on his best behavior this Sunday. Ain't gonna be no TikToking this weekend, man. But hey, I appreciate you guys for coming on. I know you guys have to go.
Thank you.
But like I said,
Yes.
definitely give Brian a follow, Dia a follow, and also Darren a follow. And if you're new to the channel, also subscribe. I appreciate all the support, but it's gonna be a fun game. We got a lot more shows lined up, Cowboys Nation. So definitely stay tuned.
Y'all better show up and be loud. Don't embarrass us.
We gonna represent. I got my voice back this time. It's gonna be you're gonna see me.
Y'all real cute. Y'all real
see
cute.
me.
And y'all plush stadium. Y'all cute.
It's all right. You liked it though when you came down there, didn't you, man? It was nice. And yeah.
I never went to y'all
Oh,
stadium.
I thought you came to the game when we played in Kansas or when Dallas.
No.
Ah, okay. Yeah, come on.
Only other stadium I've been in is the Coliseum, Oakland.
Yeah. Come on down to Jerry's World.
Love
man.
that.
Teach you a thing or two, man. Teach you a thing or two, man. But hey, I appreciate everyone in the chat, man. Like I said, comment, like, subscribe. CowboysFansOnly.com. CFO game to get 10% off. Follow me on Twitter at JTuck151. I want everybody to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged.